This video is going to cover how to automate copying your highlights files from your temp directory over to a more permanent directory. At the end of a round of PUBG, you're given the option to save your highlights, and when you click save, it moves that highlight file from this temporary directory over to your specified shadow play directory. If you don't click save, those files are still in this temp directory, but this temp directory only holds, I think, about 20 files. So as you get new highlights, those old clips are going to get pushed out of there and deleted. So if you want to automate that, so at the end of the round you don't have to click save for all those clips, go ahead and follow along and we'll get that set up. So the first thing you need to do is create a couple of files, and these are the pastebin notes are down below this video, so you can copy those and update them locally. The first file we need to create is this batch file, and there's two variables in there. There is the directory here that you're copying from, which is your temporary directory. We got that star because we want to move everything out of that directory into this destination directory, which is your shadow play, which I have specified as my shadow play directory. You can specify whatever you want there, but again, this is going to move everything out of that temp directory into a more permanent directory so it doesn't get flushed. The next file we need to create and update is this VBS file, and the only variable you need to update there is this right here, which actually points to your batch file. So this VBS file is going to be called out by the task scheduler to subsequently run this batch file in a background shell. I did have the task scheduler creating a command shell to run the move command, but the problem was it was kicking me out of PUBG to the desktop, so I wanted a way to do it completely transparent to the gameplay. So this will do that for you. So after you have these two files created, the next thing you want to do is fire up task scheduler. Right, so we want to right click on task scheduler library and click create basic task. We want to go ahead and give it a name, so I'm going to just call this one temp name, since I already have the one I need already created. Click next. We want this to run when we log on. We want this to start a program. Click next, and we want to browse to our virtual basic script, what you just created. Click that. Click open. And then we want to click next. We want to check this box down below because we want to adjust the properties for this task, and click finish. So it's going to go ahead and pop up this window, and we want to click triggers, double click this line item. And this is going to begin at logon, but we want to repeat this every hour to make sure those files are getting copied over. So we're going to go ahead and repeat task every hour for a duration of indefinitely. So as long as the box is on, it's trying to copy those files over once an hour. Click OK and click OK. So now we have our task created. Down here, I'm going to go ahead and delete this one because I don't need it. But to show you what happens when that runs, I'll go ahead and run this. And what it's going to do is going to move these two files out of this temp directory up to my permanent directory. And that's it. This is going to happen completely transparent. It's in the background. It's not going to affect your gameplay, and hopefully it comes in use for you. Thanks for watching.